You tested positive for meth. I can't let you go. That's just it's too much. You know, I have to revoke your bond, ma'am.
I don't do nothing. I'm prescribed.
I just tested you. You tested positive for meth.
Yes, sir, but the medication that I'm taking, that's why I've been trying to get it.
Adderall doesn't test positive for meth. Show me a study. Show me something that says Adderall tests positive for meth. But no, I don't believe that's a good. I mean, I'm in pre-trial. It's just. Have you heard of Adderall testing positive for meth?
I have not heard.
No. You're supposed to give, when you're being supervised by pretrial, you're supposed to give them any and all prescriptions that you're taking so that they can cross-reference any positives with any kind of drugs that you're taking. Adderall doesn't test positive for meth.
That's not the only thing that I'm taking, sir.
So when she was in court the first time, she really was in a blank state.
I get it.
mean,
I'm not talking.
and so at that time, when I asked about all the different prescriptions, she was very like scatterbrained. She was able to provide me with the prescriptions that they gave her when she went to the hospital for the assault.
So let's do this.
So-
Let's do this. Let's do this.
Uh-huh.
I will give, you can give that to them so they can check it out to see if there's something that will possibly test positive for meth. But I just don't think there is. You're not, I've ordered you not to use alcohol, illegal drugs, you're not to use. There may be things that happen in our lives. You're supposed to find a good way to be able to deal with, PTSD. We all have it. We all do. But you have to find a positive way to deal with things. And illegal drugs is not it, especially when you're on bond for a very serious crime. So take a seat from the jury box. I will have them check it out to see what, if anything would, but.
Just for clarity for the court, she's already provided prescriptions that she has when she went to test.
I don't know, maybe she has something different. And have you looked at all those prescriptions?
I mean, all that's been disclosed is two of the
Okay,
prescriptions.
ma'am, take a seat for me in the jury box. I know that the only reason you're doing this is to avoid jail. You can run, but you can't run forever. At some point, if you continue the way you are,
Notice how the judge isn't just warning her this is a serious legal red flag. Once you enter a guilty plea, there's no going back. You're waiving your rights permanently. Would you risk your entire future just to avoid a few days in jail? Let me know in the comments, what would you do?
really going to do some damage. Hopefully not something that you kill someone, because, now you've dug yourself a little hole, but it's not so deep that you can't get out of. There are programs here where if you successfully complete this, if you apply, they grant you entry and you complete, this gets dismissed. What you're doing now is you're just pleading guilty to be done with this. I'm sure that there's no evidence that's even in. You may be found not guilty, but the evidence is not in. So you can't, this isn't Target where if you don't like it, you can just, oh, you know what, I want to change my mind. I now want to fight the case. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it will be there for the rest of your life. You can never undo this plea after today. Do you understand this?
I have a question about that. For the no con.
No
It's
contest.
still, I'm still going to find you guilty. It's still going to reflect as a conviction on your record. You saying no contention, most people would do that so they don't get sued in a civil court for civil matter, right? It has nothing to do with this. It's still a conviction on your record.
And we discussed that, we discussed that. And there is discovery and we're just missing a little, the station video, Your Honor.
Once you plead, there's no turning around. Are you sure you want to do this?
And I went over it extensively with her as well, Your Honor,
I trust
because
you.
I had
I know.
some questions, but
When you take a half-ass approach to things in life, you get a half-ass result. This will trail you for the rest of your life. Whenever you want to apply for government loans, when you want to apply for a new house, a car, when you want to get car insurance, what do you think a DWI is going to do?
This part often gets glossed over, but it's Hujesh giving up the right to defend herself in court. That means no trial, no witnesses, no appeals. The judge is laying out the lifelong consequences, but is she really hearing it? You can feel the emotional weight here.
You have worked out an agreement that they're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 2 days that you've done. You give up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. That's what I was saying. Once you plead guilty, this goes on your record and it'll be there forever. Is it true or untrue that you had a 0.15 or above, ma'am? Someone to find that that's true? There is a $6,000 surcharge that tacks onto you when you plead guilty to a DWI. I told you there are consequences. $6,000. And if you don't pay it, every $100 you owe, you sit 1 day in jail.
Would you waive that fee, Your Honor, based on her indigency?
Why? Why would we give her yet another reward?
Because she has the issue, I think a lot of
I get
us.
it. But she's testing positive for dope that she shouldn't be. She's pleading guilty now to avoid skirt jail time. Why would another reward?
No, Your Honor,
Yes, that's exactly what we're doing.
not why. I have 2 children and I take care of them. I have left the shelter in Beaumont to come back to Houston so I can help my mother take care of my children. She can't do it by herself.
How on earth are you going to be taking care of children when you have this and you're testing positive for that? Why do you even have custody of kids? Don't. You need to understand that the apple doesn't fall far from the tree. In every single case that we see here with people with the issue, the apple doesn't fall far. Kids are just like their parents. They will emulate you in every single way. If you're nice, if you're smart, if you're easygoing, if you're patient, it all stems from, imagine you are the stalk of a tree, right? Your kids are the limbs. They grow straight, they grow beautiful into just grateful looking flowers, or they can be, and this is my concern. You're testing positive for these types of things. You're taking the easy way out instead of addressing the issue head just up front. I'm telling you, if you don't, something catastrophic is going to happen. And God forbid, kids in you with your car, If you ever get pulled over in the future, the officers, the first thing they do is they look at your record. If they see that you have this DWI and you have anything remotely funky on your breath, you're acting in an abnormal state, even the faintest smell of alcohol, it's probably not going to go well for you. Do you understand? So even if you've had a sip of alcohol, don't get into a car because you're begging for trouble. Do you understand? I'm going to waive the fee for you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
I'm going to suspend your license for 90 days. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, Your Honor.
You don't want more time?
I think that the situation boils down to
I won't put her into custody, but I'll expect you to do like AAs every day. If you want
did you want to do that?
to do this, I can give you time. But I'm telling you, I'm going to test you twice a week, so I know you're not using, and I want you to do NA every single day.
Can I talk to her, Your Honor? I'm gonna tell her I'm home.
I don't want you to rush in and make a lifetime mistake, because that's what you could be doing right now.
She would still like to go forward with her plea.
Fine. Well, man. Far be it from me.
But she would like to acknowledge though that she did, take a deep dive into the offer and she, appreciates that you're concerned.
Far be it from me to stop you. If that's what you want to do, then more power to you. Just understand you can only run for so long, and just don't leave a wake of destruction, because I'm going to waive it for you now. But if you pick up another DWI, it's another $6,000 fee. And now, from now on, it's a minimum of 30 days in jail. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? And it's in the entire state of Texas, no matter where you go. You understand? This will trail you for the rest of your life. You can never take it off. You understand? All right, you're giving up the right to a trial, the right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to the offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Guilty, Your Honor.
I'm going to find you guilty, sentence you to 3 days in jail, credit for 2. I'm going to find the enhancement that it's a 15 or above true. I'm going to kill your car costs so you won't own anything. I'm going to kill the supervisory fee, but you come back, get ready. I am suspending your license for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license. Good luck to you.
All right, thank you, Your Honor.
All right.
Thank you.
Address bond.
Say it again.
I said I have one coming out to address on bond.
Okay.
Tyree Lucas.
Know if he's going to post bond?
I think so. He's probably gonna ask for it to be reinstated. His issue was he lost his paper with the date on it, and then he went on the clerk's website, which was good. But he typed in first name, last name, comma, first name. That he called the courthouse, got transferred, but never got an answer. And probably should have done a little bit more than that, but that is what he did. He has mental health concern, but he is back on the, was taken up this day. But his mom is super involved.
That's was my only other concern. It's like,
She's out of state, but she's very involved.
how's jail?
I have no speak for that one. It's a learning experience.
We have them for a reason. We don't ask much from you. The only 2 things we ask, we want our streets to be safe. And if you pick up a case, you got to show up to court. And when you do, good things happen. When you don't, this is what happens. Your lawyer's asking for me to reinstate your bond, and you've missed court once, which is not the end of the world. But my only other issue is I don't want to give you a bond and you go to the street. Because if you're going to the street, nothing good happens on the streets. So tell me about home. Where's he going to go? What's he going to do? I'm not letting him out to the street. I'm going to tell you that now.
Now the scene shifts. Different defendant, new dilemma. This time, it's about missed court, shaky employment, and where he's even allowed to live. Do you think the judge should trust him enough to reinstate bond, or is that just another ticking time bomb? Drop your take below.
He does have, he has 2 places he can go. He stays with his girlfriend off Broadway Street, or he can go to his grandmother who also lives in town. He was staying with his girlfriend prior to this, and
I like grandma better.
Yeah, grandma
I was
certainly better.
staying at both. For school and work, I was staying at both.
Yep, so he was staying at both, a little bit back and forth. He does staffing work, so while it's not a full-time employment, he does have jobs, but they are kind of come and go depending on the company's availability.
The terroristic threat is who? Who's the complainant?
Grocery store.
So it's not
No,
girlfriend.
no family members, stuff.
That's right, Judge. Is that a stool?
A convenience store?
Yes.
Okay, so do me a favor, please. Will you, if you don't be so kind as to reach out to grandma. If she says that he can stay there, then I will reinstate his bond. And then, but I'm going to order him to stay there. I don't want you going anywhere else, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night, and you're not to go to the store, and I don't want you to be in possession of weapons. No alcohol, no dope. Do you understand? I'm going to test you like crazy. If I reinstate your bond, it will not happen again. You get 1 get out of jail free card, no more. Do you understand?
I understand that.
Okay. Just go, guys, go.
Yeah. Thank you, Your Honor.